Have you ever seen a train accident? Imagine tons of metal hurtling off the tracks, potentially carrying anything from grains to dangerous chemicals. Now, think of the brave souls who dash towards this chaos when everyone else is running away. These are our firefighters, unsung heroes whose dedication knows no bounds. However, with train accidents, their challenges increase, for not only do they battle the blaze, but they also grapple with the mysteries of what the train might be carrying, making their task even more dangerous. The rhythmic sounds of trains passing through towns like East Palestine are a common backdrop. More than 90 million tons of hazardous materials are transported on American railroads a year. But the derailment serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers lurking within these moving giants. In East Palestine, a train derailment unveils a nationwide concern, putting small-town firefighters to the test. On February 3rd, the train derailed in East Palestine, Ohio, which was carrying hazardous materials, including at least 5 tanker cars of vinyl chloride, a colorless but hazardous and carcinogenic gas used to produce PVC plastic and vinyl products. A Norfolk Southern freight train, a symbol of the nation's transportation network. As the train car slipped, a fierce fire erupted, casting a dark shadow over the town. The flames were fueled by the hazardous materials the train was transporting. The result was frightening. The derailment led to the release of an estimated 1.1 million pounds of carcinogenics. 11 of the train's cars, filled with these hazardous materials, were caught in the fire. The sight was traumatic, with thick clouds of smoke rising against the backdrop of the town's skyline. The East Palestine Fire Department, the town's first line of defense, was immediately on the scene, but they faced overwhelming odds. With only one full-time firefighter and a team of volunteers, they were up against a fire of immense magnitude. Their dedication was evident, but the challenges were immense. It was a race against time, and it took over 6 hours for specialized firefighters from East Liverpool, trained in handling flammable liquid emergencies, to join the battle. With limited resources and manpower, they confronted a fire of a magnitude they had never encountered before. The scene was chaotic, and hundreds of the villagers, approximately 4,700 residents, were running to their homes, seeking safety from the toxic fumes and raging flames. The department's valiant efforts were evident, but the magnitude of the incident was beyond their capacity. It took over 6 hours for specialized firefighters from nearby East Liverpool, trained in flammable liquid emergencies, to arrive and assist. This delay highlighted the weaknesses of small-town fire departments and the urgent need for better resources and training. Despite their best efforts, the challenges didn't end with extinguishing the fire. The financial burden of the incident was immense. Norfolk Southern, the railroad company responsible for the derailment, reimbursed the East Palestine Fire Department over $800,000 for equipment used during the response. This amount was more than double the department's annual budget from the city. Moreover, the health implications for these brave firefighters were concerning. 5 of the derailed train cars contained vinyl chloride, a highly toxic chemical linked to various cancers. The lack of immediate testing and health monitoring for these first responders further highlighted the gaps in preparedness and response protocols. Over 90 million tons of hazardous materials transported annually. These trains, often unnoticed, pass through countless towns, large and small, at all hours. Inside their cars, potent chemicals with the capacity to kill or cause severe health issues slosh around, waiting for a moment of openness. Accidents involving the release of these dangerous chemicals are rare, but when they do occur, the consequences are terrible. To stay informed and help spread awareness of these crucial issues, please hit that like button, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Together, we can make a difference by staying educated. Most recent accidents that demanded evacuations occurred near small communities, as revealed by NPR. The first responders to these incidents were the local firefighters. They were at the front line of danger, their helplessness was heightened by the fact that many of these firefighters, especially in smaller towns, are often ill-prepared to handle the complexities of hazardous material incidents. The derailment in East Palestine was not an isolated event, but a reflection of a broader national concern. Over the past decade, 18 train accidents resulted in hazardous chemical leaks, prompting the evacuation of 200 or more people. Alarming, right? But most of these incidents took place in communities with fewer than 5,000 residents. The fire departments nearby these incidents were primarily composed of volunteers or had a significant volunteer presence. Firefighters, whether professional or volunteer, must adhere to specific protocols for each chemical they encounter. This includes understanding the equipment they should wear and the safe distance they should maintain from an accident site. However, hands-on training for such scenarios is rare, even among seasoned professionals. Jamie Burgess, from the International Association of Firefighters, emphasized that the U.S. Fire Service is woefully undertrained and woefully under-equipped to handle large-scale hazardous material incidents, especially those involving railroads. The transportation of hazardous materials by rail is covered in privacy. Railroads are required to disclose the routes of trains carrying hazardous materials to the Federal Railroad Administration. However, this information is not made public due to proprietary and security concerns. Even local government officials can only access this information on a need-to-know basis. This lack of transparency was highlighted by Ohio Governor Mark DeWine, who stressed the need for Congress to reevaluate the handling of such. When we speak about courage, dedication, and selflessness, firefighters often stand as an inspiration for many. Day in and day out, they plunge into the heart of danger, not for tributes or recognition, but because they've made it their life's mission to protect and serve. Their bravery is unmatched, their dedication unwavering, and the sacrifices they make, often beyond the public's gaze, are immeasurable. Yet, as we admire their valor, it becomes our collective duty to be more aware. Being conscious of safety measures and taking precautions isn't just a personal responsibility, it's a societal one. A simple act can prevent a major catastrophe. Moreover, while their heroics might be the stuff of legends, our firefighters also need our support. From recognizing their efforts to providing resources for local firefighting units, every gesture counts. After all, in bolstering their strength, we are fortifying our community's safety. Let us remember a few important things about train accidents and the amazing efforts of our firefighters. Train accidents show us how important safety is, but even when things go wrong, our brave firefighters are there, facing dangers and saving lives. Their bravery shines not just in big moments, but in every small act. Let us not let their hard work go unnoticed.